Hey guys, what's happening? Well, further ado, you guys pretty much know that I cleaned up the garage. So, well, what we found is some of our records made it. Yeah, so most of our records. These are just standard records. We have not got up in that loft yet. I'm so hoping that the slack records and the wind-up turntable still works. We did have some books that made it. Surprisingly, a portable TV made it. I have one radio that made it. There's a bunch of stuff in here that made it. Yeah. Transmission for the workhorse made it. I don't know how bad seals are, but it made it. Transmission for the Geo, I don't know what the outcome of that is in transfer case. That's iffy. This is what we were talking about, guys. We don't have garbage in our house. This was my grandpa's lantern. I think 3 of the globes made it. My grandpa gave this to us. This thing dates way back in the day. That's what was over there. It's just like, here's the these are bookend elephants. There's a ton and a ton of glass. The wedding bears for when Mom and Dad got married. There's cups. Some cups are readable, some of them are not. Like right here's one, Tennessee State Capitol cup that my dad collected. There's so much glassware. Some of it made it, some of it didn't. This is just one of them. Got more underneath. Most of our movies made it. There's a lot more in here. Even my dad's homemade horn lamp made it. There's more glassware down in here buried. We do got, I still haven't got over here. I'm running off the extension cord for a light so I can use my toolbox. Still haven't got through all these tools, but as far as I can tell, my toolbox is totaled. And right there's some more glass. So, yeah, this wasn't just garbage, guys. My mom's bears she's been collecting since the late 90s got destroyed. There's pictures were in this garage because we were working on the bedroom. I'll show you guys the picture album. Here's something you guys probably never seen. All the Pong chips made it. And you know, while I'm thinking of this, oh, yeah, and we did have a garden angel. The angel's in the house. But this box had the angel in it, guys. It walked out. That was up above my room. Smoke damage, but it ain't melted. Right here, this is a good example of pictures. This is my mom's. So it wasn't just garbage that burned. My mom made this. Alright guys, I gotta put you down for a second so I can put this back together. This is back in the early 80s. That's my mom. Barely can see her now. But that's Tramp, and that was our Siamese. Early, mid to late 80s. Yep, that's Tramp. So yeah, it wasn't just garbage, guys. What I had, I don't care. All this electronics can be redone, but pictures cannot. Here's some more glassware. Hang on. I'm not going to get into our photo albums, but that's what we have left of our pictures. Yes, so it wasn't just all garbage, guys. So I'm not going to show all the pictures in there. So further ado, right now we're just trying to get the structure of the building fixed on the other end. I still haven't done anything to my room. As far as I know, the games are okay. Now, for everybody that says that I'm hounding for money, no, we're not hounding for money. We got some money to fix the structure of this building. What we need help with is OSB, because you're looking about $1,000 for OSB to ship in. We need all the sheet metal, sidewalls and roofing. I think I had a quote of $3,500 for the metal siding and the metal roof again, because we're not going with vinyl siding. And then the insulation, I'll put a picture of how much it is. I think it was like almost $47 for it. Reason why, because everything's destroyed. There's nothing left. And if you guys wonder what I'm talking about, it's this prefab crap that should have never been in the garage, because that's what created the fire to stay going. Now, oh, and you guys wonder how bad the tractor got? There you go. And it don't idle worth crap. So here it is. I have just enough money to do this. My Home Depot card is stretch. I mean, it's max. These are 10 footers. There's 4 of them to go on that ceiling. Only need 3, but we got a 4th one just in case. Got the 10-foot 4x4 to replace that 4x4 that busted, that smoked. Then I have a 8-footer that goes in here. This 4x4 I ain't worried about it, because I'm going to just run strapping across the top. But yeah, I'm getting the framing done. I have the money for that. That's why I have a Home Depot card. But I'm strapped. Right there. 14 2x4 8-footers. There's 14 of them. And 2 4x4 8-footers. It was $88. And then I bought this house wrap's $80 because that's what we're going to put up. It's $41 for these. I gotta talk to Home Depot, see why that was $17 freaking for that 4x4. But there's where most of my money went. And then I had to buy a new saw because ours is over there waterlogged. It's up there and I'm not plugging it in. Ouch. That was $50 there. Construction screws, recommend it for this pole barn. Right there is an easy $30 pop. That's what's recommended to use. You can use nails or those. Missing a bag of goodies. Hang on, guys. Alright, here's the rest of the stuff. And I had to put it on my credit card. 4x4 post connector, because I got that corner one I got to cut out and splice in a new 4x4. Toe brackets to keep the 4x4s from moving. The new ones, the 2 that laying on the concrete. Got to fix the rafters. These are rafter spikes. I think you see them right. And let me zoom in. Right there. Because we got to splice in the new rafter parts, joints. I need new staples because all my staples went up in smoke. Don't know where they went because somebody busted that cabinet off the wall. So I had to get another one of these. Some more some more bits. These are T25s is what I'm running right now. Seam tape, and then your masonry or concrete nails. Dad said he can put them in. So right there, total. So 88 plus your 190 today. Basically, I blew 190 today and 88 the other day. That's what we're talking about, guys. Is we can get the structure done, but we can't do anything else after that. We're pretty much stuck. It'll be over a year before we can go any farther. And we're going to try everything we can to fix this loss. Because we got to get this loss fixed so we can get all this back up in there. Because we got to get all this glass off the concrete and secured. So, all the glass, movies, they're all going to be packed away and put back up here. And then I got to start working on this room once I get the strapping done on the sidewall. I got to get that sidewall done. I don't know if you guys see. Well, let me just go back out there. So yeah, we're working on that now. Oh, that's what I want to show you. Look how hot that got. Somebody threw that right there over here and lit it up on fire, and that's what created the hot spot here to burn the garage. Yeah, you see how hot it got. For all those wondering, yeah, somebody lit the car on fire. So, yeah, further ado, that's what I'm up to. So we gotta replace this 4x4, that's gone. And like I said, I got rafter joints up there I gotta repair. That's what those splice things are for. Because that ain't a main support, so we could splice it. That one's main support, and I'm glad that one didn't get hit. If that hit, this whole roof would have collapsed. This one is just secondary. It just holds the sidewall up in the edge of your roof. That's your main boy. We only have two main boys in this garage. Yes, they are spanned just over 10 foot. Yeah, it's a span of 10 foot across. Just a little over, almost 11 foot across. So that's why our garage still stands, because we don't have a traditional garage. From the sidewall over, it's just over 10 foot. Or is it under 10 foot? Can't remember. I did the math, but I can't remember. But that's what that span is. And then from there is my second one. That's my other main boy. And then I got one on the sidewall. I don't have a traditional garage. This is a pole barn. And that's why everybody's wondering, oh, I'm scamming people. No, I'm not really scamming. I'm trying to get my dad's garage fixed before Christmas. My dad worked so hard. Between my dad and I, we worked so hard to get this garage set up where we can just drag in a vehicle in the winter, work on it, and get it out of here before winter. That's why we fixed that whole back wall. That's why this wall's fixed. Because we're trying to slow down the wind from that side. Well, it's about in the corner. Coming in. We were trying to block the wind from coming into the garage. We never cared about insulating the top of the roof. But now we have to, because we can't have bare tin showing. Because moisture, if the tin's hot and it's cold in here, it's going to create condensation and it's going to drip. And that dryer does work. We did test it. But anyways, moisture would collect on that tin and drip down, and it soaks everything in this garage. That's why we have to now insulate the roof and rebuild it because of that corner. But see, we're smart. We got a tarp up there, so we ain't worried about water leaking in. What we're worried about is moisture when that tin's hot and it's cold in the garage. Because that garage stays cold all year round. And as far as my room, the only amount of damage is just that sidewall. Hang on, I'll get you guys back over there. The only damage is this sidewall right here. You see? The insulation's toast, but these boards are not toast. They're just smoke damage. So, got pretty lucky. I mean, yeah, it didn't burn it. I'd love to find the manufacturer of this because I don't remember who it was, but this crap actually saved my bedroom, or my office, or a den, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that's all the damage happened up here. So, this is what we got to work on after we get the strapping on. We got to fix those. And once we do that, we'll go out and get some timbers and a piece of plywood, put back up here, build the sidewall, put a piece of plywood on that, build the back wall, put a piece of plywood on that, and probably, yeah, piece of plywood across there and then a piece of plywood across the rafters to give it strength, just up to that 4x4, and that'll close this all in again. And then we'll start getting totes and start throwing them up here. So, I hope that clears some stuff up. This wasn't all of our garbage, guys. I'll show you my baby blanket. And I'm still going to hold on to my baby blanket. I don't care what it looks like. That's my baby blanket. It's Mickey Mouse, if you guys don't know. Mickey Air Mobile. That is my baby blanket. I used to carry this around with me all over the house. But I don't care if it's a little crispy. I'm not getting rid of my baby blanket. That's what was up here. That's what was in our garage. It's our memories, our childhood. That's what was in this garage, guys. I don't care about electronics. You know, everybody thinks I'm going to buy electronics out of the money. No, I want to get this garage fixed because we got to get my mom's truck running. And we were already looking at a truck, and it's not too far, but there's a lot of damage. Let me see if I can show you guys something else. Probably buried. Yeah, that was the other thing, that all of our kids' toys are damaged. Some of them survived, some of them didn't. This used to, you used to wheel it back, and then pull it back to you. It winds up the wheels, and then you put a guy here on the seat, and when you get hit, it hits this and springs the guy off. These were kind of cool when I was a kid back in the 90s. My truck, there's a set of cars in here. I can't get to them right now. I'm not going to fully dig them out, but there's a set of cars in here too. But other than that, like I said, I'm not really worried about what electronics I lost. I'll regain them in the future when everything's back to normal. We just want our garage back. All we're asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Is if I can get at least 10 to 20,000 people to donate $1 to the cause, that'd be great, because I'll put his name across the screen now. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he made my dad cry. My dad's never had any help because everybody in the family and anybody he knew stuck up their nose to him. And you know, that one donation made my dad cry for about an hour. It's like that car sitting out there when the hail damage hit it. Insurance wouldn't cover it. And my dad still crying over that damage to that car. You know why the insurance won't cover it? Because they want $3,000 deductible to do it. And we already talked to a body shop and they can do it for $4 grand. Why pay $3,000 deductible when we can just take it into the auto body and have them do it for $4 grand? That's my dad's retirement car, guys. And Mother Nature destroyed it. And all my dad wants is his garage back. This is his baby. Those are his tools. Most of them are his that I bought for him and gave to him. And most of these tools are destroyed, guys. Most of these pliers in here probably will never work again. This toolbox that I bought for my dad. I bought this toolbox for myself, and when I quit working on cars, I gave Dad this toolbox. I gave Dad this big toolbox. Because all he had was these two small ones back, this small one back here. I mean, look at the socket sets, guys. My tools and his tools are all mixed in the floor now, and they're destroyed. Batteries for lawnmowers over here. None of us knows if anything over here is any good anymore. There's another tool I bought my dad, that Dremel right there, probably destroyed now. And then you got these little chumps saying, oh, he's just scamming for money, it's just junk burns. Well, how about my dad's chainsaw, guys? My dad's chainsaw he got from his father. Let me take you out here and let me show you. Here's what's left of the McCulloch. That's all that's left of the McCulloch. Here's what's left of the Craftsman chainsaw that my mom and I paid good money for. Brand new kicker 6x9s that I was going to put in the Grand Prix because they needed been replaced. Because that was a winter project. A brand new alternator for the Geo. Brand new amp. Delta saw wasn't that old. Here, let me show you the other saw. The first saw that Mom and I bought my dad when we moved here. Damaged, destroyed. I don't know where the double bevel compound miter saw is at. That one's destroyed too. So this wasn't all garbage, guys. Some of it was, yeah, we should have cleaned it. But some of it wasn't. What about this glass? You're going to call all this glassware garbage? All of our movies? You're going to call it garbage? All this came out and was put in that second bay over there. Because we were working on the house. The room I was in the house, that's why I call this a bedroom, because I was legally sleeping in this room for about 6 months. Because we had to fix the bedroom in the house. Because the bedroom in the house, we didn't have the cash flow right away. Because the bedroom in the house had mold. And it still has mold, but we did get the floor fixed and the wall fixed. Because the windows started leaking. We still can't get the window fixed, because now we got to fix this freaking garage. So we can buy tools again, so we can start working on our kitchen. Here, I'll show you guys. Give me a minute. Alright, let me first show you guys. You see the tub? See between the crack of the tub? Our tub is falling into the floor. We were going to fix this too next year. Because we were just saving up the money. Now we got to take the money that I'm using for the wall and put it in the garage. All the way down. This whole floor is giving out. I don't know how well you guys see that moving. Okay, hang on. Here's the mold damage in the room. Yeah. I had to vacate this room because of mold. Because this window is leaking. This is a brand new board, well, not brand new, but it's a board we had laying around. We had to put in. And this is all new sheetrock, see? Alright, give me a minute. Alright, want to know the sample? Why things are just going south? Here you go. I don't think your sink is supposed to do that, guys. Yeah, our sink is leaving us. And we have to use this board here to hold it. And got a bucket here because our sink is rusted out on this side. We had plans. We were going to fix our counter. So yeah, to end this video, we're not crying for money. We don't care about all this. We just want our garage fixed. Well, that's all I hear from Dad is him complaining about this garage. He is so upset that he just wants to kill our neighbor. Yeah, and Dad told me I could say this now. My neighbor next door, she's seen the fire out her window, but kept on going to work, not stop and inform me that I have a fire outside by my garage. Everybody in this neighborhood knows I do not burn in the fall time. The fall time is very, very deadly because you have a dry summer and you're going to have dry leaves in the fall time. It's extremely deadly to burn in the fall time. We only burn in the early spring, right when the snow melts and right where I can start moving the leaves. Then I get rid of the leaves. And then that's the only time we burn massively. Then we have a little burn pit that we burn maybe once or twice in the summertime. And I'll show you before the battery dies. Right there. So we only burn twice in the midsummer. And then once it stops raining on us and starts drying up, we quit burning. So yeah, everybody knows that we don't burn. And that's what ticked Dad off. Is she did not inform us. If I could afford it, I would prosecute her, but she don't have the money, so it'd be useless to even try to get the money up to prosecute her. So this is not our fault. This is her fault for not informing us we had a garage fire. So yes, keep your negative comments to yourself, because there's a lot more behind the story than we're telling you guys, because we've got to keep some of it to ourselves. Because just in case the fireman decides to prosecute her. That's why we didn't say nothing. So yes, she is in the lawyer's eyes. The lawyer I know says the same thing. She is in fault for this fire. So don't say garbage burns. It's not my fault. She can be held responsible if I really want to pursue it, but she don't have nothing. She has no money. Now, lawyers said that we could hold her paychecks. And so every paycheck she makes, we could take every other one or take half of every paycheck until the sheer amount of damage is done. Even though she ain't the one who started this fire, but she is responsible because she's seen the fire out her window but decided to go to work. Instead of waiting, taking 5 minutes, informing me, because I was in this room, because like the lawyer said, me in this room classified as a attempt of murder. Because I was in here, my mom was in the house. All she needed to do if she didn't want to talk to me is knock on the house door, got my mom's attention. But she didn't. So she could be held responsible in the lawyer's eyes. She could be held responsible for the fire because she could have stopped it before all this damage started. Now, another thing that's funny is even though the one that started the fire can also be prosecuted if we can never find the original one that started this fire. So yes, I just want to inform you guys about that. She is the one who started it, basically can be held responsible for the fire. But that's why we didn't say nothing on the first video. So quit saying that it's my fault for this to burn up. Actually, it's not my fault. I didn't even know what was happening outside because I was in this room. Because this is classified as an office, and that's why I do not need a window in here. But there will be a window now so I can watch what's going on. That and security cameras. Alright, I'm going to catch you guys later. I'm getting a little irritated before I actually started cussing and cursing and calling everybody out that was being rude, irresponsible, and being jerks. So, yeah, further ado, this ain't garbage. This was our life, and it's gone. Alright, catch you guys later then. Peace out. Have fun.